everyone, how is it going? It is your pal Sal here, and welcome back to our Kylie Minogue discography journey. Today we are tackling her 7th studio album called Light Years. So before we get started, just a quick little update on my thoughts on Impossible Princess. Guys, I am shocked because I listened to it yesterday, and I've listened to it, count it, 3 times since I filmed my video. It is that good of an album. Like, it is that bitch. I was just like, wow, this album is so cool, so interesting, and I've changed, one of my thoughts have drastically changed, and that is on Some Kind of Bliss. It took the second listen, and I was like, okay, I like this song now. I think it's great, I think it's good. I'm still not there on the Drunk song, I think that's what it's, or I think it's just called Drunk. I'm still not loving that one, it's probably my least favorite off of the album, and the bonus tracks are still kind of like, I didn't need them, but they're cool, they're fine. I'm loving it. It's such a good album. Again, it's the first album that I've ever listened to that reminds me of Madonna's Ray of Light. Now, considering they were literally released within months of each other, I think that's got to be something to do with it. I love it. And I know that's a sensitive subject, Kylie and Madonna, but it's all out of love on here on this channel. That's what I give. So I'm really liking it. I can't wait to keep listening to it, but we're going to put all that aside because, as I said, today we're talking about her 7th studio album, Light Years, which was released on September 25th of 2000. So it celebrated its 20th anniversary this year, and that honestly kills me because this album is younger than me, and I don't like that. But this was released 3 years after Impossible Princess, so that, again, like, first it was like a year after a year, and then it was kind of like, now it's like 3 years in between. But as we all know, I think that the label she was with Impossible Princess was Deconstruction. They said bye, and now she's with a new label called Parlophone. I don't think she's still with them now, but I could be wrong. But it's a new label, new Parlophone, and this was Kylie's return to pop album, pop, dance pop, bubblegum pop, all that good stuff. There were 5 singles for this album, which included Spinning Around, On a Night Like This, Kids, Please Stay, and Your Disco Needs You. All songs I absolutely know and absolutely love. And as I said before in the last video, I know for a fact I did listen to this album all the way through because I remember the night I was in my living room and I was cleaning, and I don't remember literally anything else about the album. I just remember these singles, and I also do remember a bit of Password. Not the full thing, but it's familiar to me. But other than that, I looked through at the album tracks and the titles, and I was like, yeah, no, I couldn't hum for you how that one goes. So it's all going to be a surprise. I'm excited to get to, like, this is like modern pop almost. Well, early 2000s pop, but you get the drift. You know, this is my territory right here. This is what I love. So without further ado, we're going to get started. I'm so excited to actually go through and process this one. But we begin with track number 1, Password. You gotta know it. Okay, so I realistically, the only thing, I did kind of remember parts of this, but basically this song is like, she's messing around with this guy, and he's like, I want to come in. She's like, what's the password, sweetie? You got to know the password if you want to come in here. This song does date this album a little bit with its terminology, because, you know, passwords, you know, early 2000s computers, you know, all that jazz. You know, this song is fine. It's not a bad song, but I would never be like, I want to listen to Password. And I think that, you know, it's kind of a lackluster opening. When you look at the Wikipedia page for this, it looks like this song, it's like weird. So it's a pre-gap track, according to it, but it also appears on some bonus, as a hidden track on some other versions. So I don't know. It's not, I mean, I don't hate this song, but I would never be like, again, Oh my God, Password, that's my shit. So, it's okay. It's not my favorite Kylie. Again, better. She's a little better than this material, but it's fine because what we get next is so much better. All right, track number 2. We all know it's Spinning Around. I know the history behind this. Paula Abdul co-wrote it. It was intended for a comeback album. It didn't happen. Gave it to Kylie, and Kylie had a hit. So and that's how I learned about it. You could learn more about that in my Diva Discovery on Kylie Minogue. I'll link it below. But let's just do it. Spinning Around! All right, hang on. I gotta turn this up. All right. All right, let's feel it, everybody. Come on. I mean, this one's going to be tough for this album because, I mean, with all these singles, what can I really say? A bop. I'm kind of shocked that this wasn't an American hit. I don't know if they tried to release it in America, but it's a hit regardless of how you scrape it. I do wish, me being the avid Paula Abdul fan I am, even though she's not on my wall anymore, she's right over here. You can't see her, but she's here. I've always wanted to hear if Paula Abdul ever did actually record it, and there is a demo floating out there of her doing it. It's never leaked, unfortunately, but I would, oh, my hands would be all over that. But I would love to hear that one day. It's just such a good song, it's a hit. Like, this must have been huge in the UK, because it's so fun. And it's definitely, Euro disco, that's the word. So Euro disco. Everything on this album is pretty much Euro disco from the singles of what I know, but wow, it's such... I mean, what can I say? She's spinning around, get out of her way. Love it. Track number 3, we have another banger, On a Night Like This. Wait. Again, what can I say? This one is an absolute banger. I mean, this is one of those songs when I listen to it, it makes me a little sad because obviously right now, even though, I didn't really go to it a whole lot before, I can't, go to a party, go to a club right now because of the state of the world. I know that a lot of my viewers for these videos are in, different parts of the world, and so hopefully you're all doing a little better than I am in America. But, it makes me sad because I'm like, oh, goddamn, I want to get out on the dance floor, be center stage, and party, and just, have fun. And, I love this song. It's like nothing, on a night like this, anything is possible. We could do whatever we want. We could go to the club. Like, for me, to me, my dream night out is to, get all cute, go out to the club, have fun, stop at Taco Bell on the way home, come home with a man, go to bed. That's, oh my God, wouldn't that be a night? Oh my God, let me tell you, being on the weight loss journey I am right now, it's so hard because Taco Bell is my favorite place in the world. But those were my favorite nights, especially going out with my friends when I was in college and we would go out. Nothing was better than that. Those are the days. But I love On a Night Like This. It's such a good song, and classic Kylie. Okay, track number 4, our first song that I don't know at all. So here we go. So Now, Goodbye. Goodbye. Aww. Ooh, that's pretty. this one I thought was interesting to me because one of the topics I talked about in Kylie's first 2 albums, and the third as well too, she takes these songs that are very, you know, not necessarily dark, but they're a little sad, and she can always make them sound happy. This one is one of those too. So basically the gist of the song is that her and this guy, they were doing great, they were having a good time, but you know, things are starting to change. He's lying a little, and you know what, it's just not worth it. So she's like, you know what, and I think that nothing too bad has happened right now in this song, but I think she's kind of like, you know what, I see where this is headed, and before it gets there, goodbye. I gotta go. It's fine, no hard feelings, but bye. I like that lyrically. The song itself was okay. I didn't love this one as much as I wanted to, so I'm not gonna put a like next to it because it did feel a little album tracky to me. And plus, knowing what else is on this album, I may be expecting a little more. But lyrically, I did like it, but as a song itself, I was just kind of like, it's a little mad at me. Track number 5, the first of 2 tracks on here to have the word disco in it, and we're getting close, disco's coming soon. But for now, we're going to focus on track number 5, Disco Down. Wow. This sound, the production, the vocals sound very Impossible Princess. This is pretty. Okay, so this song was actually really cute. So what I was getting out of here is that Kylie and her man, oh, this poor woman, she met a dude, and disco down, I don't know exactly what that means. I couldn't find if it's like a term or not. You know, if it is, it might be a little before my time. But what I was gathering is that she and this guy went to the disco a lot. He burned that disco down with how good he was. And it was such a good memory, but then he left her. And now she's still here in this town. The disco's there. It's gone. No one goes to it anymore. It's shut down. And she needs to move on, but she's still looking back longingly at those times. And I think that there were many pretty elements to this song. She sounds very longing in her voice, and I loved it. The only thing that was kind of haltering it for me was that beat, and it was always back there. And you know, granted, this is a dance track, so it's fine, but I felt like it was the same beat the whole song. And I was like, can we please, for the love of God, maybe tune it down for the verses and then bring it up for the chorus? I think the production could have been a little more triumphant, and I felt a little flat with just having that one beat in the background the whole time. But you know what? I'm going to put a like next to it because I did love it lyrically, and despite the beat, I did enjoy it sonically. So, that's sad. It makes me think, I never really went to a local. The most I ever went to was a roller rink, and I didn't really go there a lot. That wasn't like a hangout. I think, you know, maybe I get this one because, you know, I do remember when my friends and I used to go to this movies. By me, we have a Marcus Cinema, and it had the 90s design way up until the early, maybe, I think it was like 2014, they got rid of it and went to the new design, and I missed the old outlook of it so much. So I kind of get that. For me, it's not the disco down, but it's the movie down. We tore those movies up, I guess you could say, but this is a cute song. Track number 6, Loveboat.
Join the Loveboat, we're anchored offshore. Martinis, sur la mer. We're a place where heaven breathes.
Okay, you know what? I'm not gonna put a like next to this one because I don't feel like I actively want to like and that sounds horrible actually. But what I did like about this one is that the gist of the song was that she has a little boat, her man's on the shore, and she's like, come on to the Love Boat, baby. We can have more fun on the Love Boat than we can have on the shore. I was thinking, this one was cute. I think it would be well executed live if she like brought out a little boat and, had a little fun with it. Other than that, it was a little, it was again a little album tracky for me. It did put me in a nice feeling because I did remember I was recently in Maryland about a month ago, and I was hanging out with my friends Caitlin and Austin, and we went to this, I forgot where exactly it was, but basically we were at like this bar, and it was connected to the water, so the boats could come right up to the bar, and it was just like it was weird because we don't get anything like that here in Illinois, and I was just like, oh, this is really cool. So it did make, you know what? No, I'm not gonna put a like next to it, but. I mean, granted, I wasn't on no one's boat, nor was I having any love, but, well, I had the love of friendship, but not the love of a man, which is a little different. But, it was cute, but not a standout to me. Track number 7, which is called, Kooka Chew? Kooka Chew. Hopefully, she'll probably say it, so we'll figure it out there. This sounds like Britney Spears' version of The Beat Goes On. That, bum ba na na na. Oh, I like that. My Koocachoo. My Koocachoo. Oh, there's little cricket. I really did like Kooka Chew. I mean, simply the song is about, she's got this guy, she's singing a lot about love in this one, but like, she's got her man, and he's her little Kooka Chew. This one was really cute. I love how the beat reminded me so much of the Britney Spears version. Yes, I know it's a cover, so that's why I said the Britney Spears version of The Beat Goes On, originally by Sonny and Cher. I liked that aspect of it too. So I thought this one was really cute. I mean, it's a simple little cute song, but I am still putting a like next to that because I was feeling that when I was grooving a little bit. So I did like Kooka Chew. Ah, that's cute. Track number 8, we have the epic gay disco banger. We have Your Disco Needs You. So, let's just do it. I mean, come on.
Seeking someone willing to travel. So let's crash our knees. War is over for our men. You're a slave to the rhythm, do your heart. You're a lonely heart.
Vous faites mes selles.
Vous savez ce qu'il faut faire.
Yeah. I don't know it that well. La disco, à tout soir du beau. I mean, what can we say? You guys want to know something that's crazy? For a long time, I didn't really like this song. I don't know, I didn't get it. And then someone posted a video, it's of Kylie, and I think it's like 2007 or 2008 where it's from, where she nails the operatic part, the and I was like, oh, okay. I didn't know Miss Minogue could do that live. I mean, this song is a banger. I feel how I take it is like, the way I see it, and I've seen this for years, pop music is dying before our eyes. The young gays, and I'm talking about people my age, don't appreciate, and even though I know that, you know, maybe we can necessarily count Hilary Duff. I get it. I love her, but I get it. We're not appreciating these queens. We're not, I mean, that's why, that's one of the purposes of my channel is to give the actual, you know, icons their time to shine on here because I love them and I always want to talk about them. Again, Hilary Duff is a personal preference. I'll defend it, but, you know, maybe not right now. But I just, every year, I'm like, this is who the kids are listening to these days. When I worked last year I worked at a middle school as a paraprofessional, it was horrible. But what astounded me was the music that these kids are listening to. I was like, that's what you think is a tune, if you will. So yeah, I feel like this song is like, save, for the love of God, save pop music from the dreadedness it's becoming. Save the radio too, with everything that's being played on the radio nowadays. Help us all. So that's how I always take that song. We gotta save the disco. So thankfully Kylie's coming back with disco. So, you know, here we are with that. But before we go, and we've already talked about this, I just wanna know, because I've known that little French part for the longest time, vous aimez so, whatever it is, and I wonder what it means in English. So let me just pop over Google Translate, our handy little tool here, and we're gonna paste that in. We're gonna have it auto detect language, French. You are never alone. You know what to do. Oh, don't let the nation down. The disco needs you. Oh my God, Kylie, don't worry. I'll protect the disco. I'll bring it back. Oh my God, you don't know. Oh wow, you're never alone. You know, the disco will never die. Even though I can't go to the disco right now, it lives inside my heart. Okay, so I think we've talked about your disco needs you enough, but oh my God, an absolute bop. I mean, how can you not love it? I mean, imagine this is, if hopefully, and again, I won't get to go because, you know, it's not going to come to America. I already know that. And if it can happen, you know, with the state of the world right now, but if we get a disco tour and it doesn't, I'm sorry, how can you have the disco tour and not open it with this? I feel like this has to be the opener. Maybe not for every other show, but for the disco tour, oh, you got to start with this. Like, come on. This is, you couldn't get any more epic. I'm just saying. So, I love it. I love it. Track number 9, another one I know, one with a little Spanish flair, a little Latin flair, if you will. Please Stay. I love a little Latin guitar. Okay, I do like Please Stay. It's a very simple song. It's just, she's at the club. She's with this guy and he has to go home and she's like, please stay. We don't know when we're gonna have this again. Just don't go. Come on, let's stay. Out of the 5 singles, I think this is the least impactful. I mean, it has the least variety. Like, it's the least epic. It's okay. You know, I'm gonna still put a like next to it because I do like it and I do listen to it in passing. But I don't think again, this isn't one that I'm like, I need to hear. Please Stay, like right here, right now. If it comes on, I'm not going to turn it off. But it's, you know what I mean. It's nice. It's a nice song, but it's nothing, you know, nothing above and beyond. Track number 10, Bittersweet Goodbye. Here we go. Oh shit! Is this like a power ballad? Wait. Okay, hang on. I'm gonna be in my feels. Okay. Oh! That vocal. Oh, Kylie.
So darling, sing me a lullaby. Bittersweet goodbye. About the future now. Bittersweet
That was absolutely beautiful. Oh, wow. It just sounds like, you know what? Kylie is done. She's tired. And it's over. It's over. There's nothing more she can do. And it's a bittersweet goodbye. But it is goodbye. What was so gorgeous about this was the fragility in her voice. At any moment, you felt like she was just going to break down. The orchestra, the way it built, was absolutely incredible. I got to put a light next to this before I forget, too. Wow. 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 I feel like we haven't gotten... Because, you know, there are ballads on both Impossible Princess and Kylie Minogue, but it's not like not like this. Not like this. I think those ones are a little more artsy-fartsy. This is maybe a little more standard, but it's still so... Oh, God. Has she done this live? Hang on. That's Kylie, Bittersweet Goodbye. She has to... Okay, she did it on the Anti-Tour. So I did know about this, that Kylie Minogue did a tour called the Anti-Tour where she sang songs that she'd never done before. They were B-sides, you know, album tracks and stuff like that. I'm shocked she wouldn't have added this to the Fever Tour, because I know there was a Fever Tour, right? You'd think... I don't know. That's weird, but this is beautiful. I bet that performance is good. One day I'll check it out. But if only that was the closer to the album. We still got 5 more songs to go. Technically 6, but 5 more songs, and that should be the closer of this album. I don't know. That's a weird placement for it, but we'll see. We'll keep going. Track number 11, Butterfly. No. I mean, this is not a bad song by any means, but it's just kind of uninspiring, you know. I get it. His love makes you feel like a butterfly. You got wings. This was kind of giving me those Let's Get To It vibes in terms of like it's just a generic beat and nothing characteristic about it that makes me think Kylie Minogue. So yeah, no, I didn't need this one. Didn't hate it all that much compared to, you know, some of the Let's Get To It stuff, but no, I didn't need this. Track number 12, Under the Influence of Love, and I have a little something to say when we get to the end of this one because it reminds me of something, but let's listen to the song first, so here we go. I like that. Oh. Okay, you know what? I did like this song. It was fine. I don't really have anything bad to say about it, but I didn't really love it per se either. I did like that. That was nice. It was a very timeless sounding track. It sounded like it was just so happy. You know what? I will put a like next to it because I mean it did make me a little happy. But this is just also what I wanted to talk about real quick, as I said in the beginning. When I was listening to Cowboy Style again, I was like, what does this song remind me of? And then I realized what it was. It reminds me of Paula Abdul's song Under the Influence. It's got like a lot of the same instruments in it. And then here comes Kylie Minogue with a song called Under the Influence of Love. Just a full circle moment for me. I don't know if anyone else sees that comparison, but listen to Cowboy Style and then Under the Influence by Paula Abdul, and they kind of sound similar. I don't know, just me. But yeah, this song was okay. I gave it a like because I thought it was sweet, and I'll listen to it again. Track number 13, I'm So High. I hope on Life and not the Devil's Lettuce, Kylie, but here we go. Oh, wait. You know, that was actually a cute, pleasant song, so I'm gonna put a like next to it. Not probably one of my favorites, but I think I did like it more because it reminded me of the she's so high, high above me, she's so lovely. It reminded me of that song, so I mean, that's a good song. I guess if this can remind me of that, I mean, it's a good song too. Not my favorite, but it was really cute. She's happy, she's high on, again, she was high on life, so that's good. So, it was cute. Okay, track number 14, we have another bop, Kids, and right after we finish this, we have to have a little talk about this song because I have a couple of questions, but this is also a duet with Robbie Williams, so here we go, Kids. Okay, so I'm just gonna say it. I love Kids. I mean, come on. I mean, Kylie sounds great in it. Robbie sounds great. That chorus is so catchy. Now, my question with this song is that every Kylie fan I see seems to hate this song, and I just don't get why. Apparently, it's probably because she does it at every concert, but everyone's like, ugh, because this is what I've seen in like comments on the Facebook group page. They're like, oh, Kylie's doing Kids again. Just let it die. Stop doing Kids. And I'm like, hey, this song is catchy. I mean, would it be my number one request to do it? You know, maybe not, but I mean, I don't hate it. Like, I wouldn't be like, ah, oh, she's doing Kids, my God. So, I don't know. I like this song. It's catchy. I'm going to put a like next to it because obviously I already liked it, but I think it's catchy. Maybe it didn't necessarily need to be on this album because I do know it's also on, from what I looked up, it's also on Robbie's album. So, you know, but I mean, it's a hit. So, I mean, when you got a hit, you got a hit. I'm just saying. Track number 15, the final track of the standard edition of the album, which is called Light Years. The title track.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
The Pop Stars on the Moon. That's pretty. I like that.
Thank you for flying KM Air.
KM Air.
We hope you had a pleasant flight.
Okay, Light Years was a really cool song. And I actually am going to put a like next to it because I really was enjoying it. But this, much like Dreams, left me confused. I was like, why isn't this the opener to the album? I think that Light Years, this just makes more sense to me as an opening than Password. I'm still confused because on some, like, it seems that Password was the opening track and others it's not. I don't know. And then it's included towards, I don't know. But this should have been the opener to the album. I think it would have made the album a little more cohesive, because we'll talk about that when we get to the end. But I like Light Years. It had the very dreamy much like Dreams, it has a dreamy aspect to it, like we're about to go on a Light Years journey. But then, at the end she says, thank you for flying KM Air. So, I mean, that means we're ending our flight. So we were on the flight the whole time and not even knowing. Maybe we needed the password to get on the flight. We spun around in the flight. We got to the disco, all that stuff on the flight, which again, you could take it that way. But for me personally, I love a good intro. So I would have rather had that as the beginning. But that could be just me. Let me know what you think. Okay, so here's the thing, and I've said this before. I had forgot who it was, and I couldn't find out who messaged me this, but they were like, "Oh, I hope you do these B-sides for this album." Now, my rule for when I cover an album is that in order to cover a bonus track, it has to be included on any version of the album. Any version, like Japanese, special edition. We've been through it all with Kylie on all these different editions. So unfortunately with Light Years, all these B-sides, I forgot the names of them, have never been included on an actual version of the album. So unfortunately, and I do this for timing reasons and all kinds, I can't include them in this video because I want this to be somewhat like a cohesive album in a sense, and I do apologize for that. No one's ever complained actually about the length of my videos, but I complain. So for me, my sake, I think I have to do this. Eventually, we will talk about them one day, or maybe I'll just go ahead and listen to them. But I realistically can only do tracks that were included on any version of the album. So with this album, there's a lot of different editions. However, it seems that most of the bonus tracks are Password, which for some reason is at the beginning with mine. But, and different language versions of Your Disco Needs You. So there's a Japanese, Spanish, and German. I don't think we need to talk about them. It's the same song, just in those languages. However, there is a special tour edition of this album, which is from Australia. There's two tour editions. There's one special tour and one Australian tour. And it includes a bonus track, which is a cover, because I looked it up, of Olivia Newton-John's Physical. So that is unfortunately, this is the only one that's on there. I don't know if I'll like it or not. But without further ado, we're going to listen to Kylie Minogue's take on Physical. So here we go. Props to Kylie for, reinventing it a little, making it a little different. I love Physical. I love the song, Olivia Newton-John. Yeah, this cover, I applaud it for taking a different take on it, so I do that. But did I need it? No, I was a little over it. It felt, the slower pace, I was just kind of like, I miss my bumped up pace. So, no, I didn't. Yeah, no, that's not my favorite thing I've heard. But, again, props for difference, but sometimes difference only gets you so far. So, no. So, guys, we finished Light Years, Kylie Minogue's 7th. Oh, my God, I hope I said it's 7th, right? I gotta be sure. Light Years, Kylie Minogue. Yep, 7th. Okay, I'm right. So, guys, we are in a little bit of back to form for Kylie with this album. as I said before, a lot of her earlier albums feel like a bunch of songs that are singles with no connection. And I would argue here it's a little better, but it feels like we're back to that a little bit. But that's fine, because, you know, the last two weren't really working out commercially for her. This made a lot of money, and you gotta applaud something when it makes a lot of money. So I really did like this album, I should say. I mean, I really think that the singles they picked the best singles they could have, and they got their money's worth out of them. As an album itself, it really wasn't one of my favorites. I was ashamed, or not ashamed, I was a little sad that there wasn't as much of a cohesive narrative throughout it like we got with Impossible Princess and with Kylie Minogue. But here's the thing, out of 16 tracks, which includes the bonus tracks, I liked 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 out of them. So that's not too bad. But here's where I was finding myself a little confused, is that I really do wish that Light Years had opened the album, and I wish the album had ended with Bittersweet Goodbye. The last 11 tracks, you know, minus Kids, even though I feel like maybe that didn't necessarily need to be on here. But if we ended at track number 10, I mean, I'm not asking for, I mean, I'll listen to them again, but Butterfly, Under the Influence of Love, and I'm So High, I didn't really need those. To be honest, I really didn't need Password either. So if it were me and I resequenced this album, I would have started with Light Years and would have then gone into Spinning Around and then had gone to all the way through to Bittersweet Goodbye. I think that would have made the album a little better for me. This one felt a little longer. At 16, I listened to 16 songs just now, so that's a lot. Yeah, I mean, we got the good singles out of it, and I think if it was resequenced, it would have been perfect for me. But as it is right now, this one just feels like a little long, and it just, I don't know. Nothing like, I mean, the best songs that I didn't know on here are probably Disco Down, Kooka Chew, and Bittersweet Goodbye. I mean, realistically, those are the three that or what was it, 3 or 4? But those are the ones that impressed me the most. I did like Under the Influence of Love and I'm So High, but if she said, yeah, Sal, I'm thinking about cutting these, I would have been like, you know what, then go ahead. We didn't really need them. And Physical, yeah, we didn't need that either. So this probably wasn't one of my favorites, but again, it's got probably some of the greatest hits. You know, I mean, 5 great songs. It's good enough for you. It's good enough for me. So will this one be an album that has a lot of replay value as an album for me? Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. I'll go through and listen to it again, but the whole time I was listening to this, I was thinking, I'm like, wow, I can't wait to go and listen to Impossible Princess again. So we'll see. You never know. But we'll talk next weekend when I come back, and we'll let you know how I feel. So anyway, guys, what are your thoughts on this album? As always, let me know. Do not forget to comment, like, share, and subscribe. Follow me on Instagram at Salvador J. Rocha, and I will see you guys very soon. Always remember that your disco needs you, and just keep spinning around. You know, the world is rough, but you gotta spin around through it, tell everyone get out of your way, and have a little fun. So thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you soon. Bye.